I have a statement that I would like to make today. You do know you don't have to be sick to die. You don't have to be sick to die. And we're living in a time where so many people are leaving here like never before. You know some people, I know some people, and it's a lot of people who left this world unexpectedly that we probably never would have thought would have been gone from this world. And a lot of people seems to think that too. You just have to be sick in order to leave this world. And I want somebody to let it resonate in their mind that you do not have to be sick to die. It doesn't mean that you have to be in the hospital. You can just leave this world. And that's why we must be ready at all times. Yes, some people die in a hospital bed. It is some people who are sick, but it's a lot of people that leave this world. And guess what? They wasn't sick. It was healthy people that just left this world. And that's just the way it is. When I think about what it says in the word of God, when it says, fear not who can kill the body, but fear the one who can kill the body and the soul and put it into hell. People leave this world many ways. Some people get shot. Some people die in accidents. Anything can happen where people can leave this world. Some people just drop dead. Some people just don't wake up in the morning. Some people lay down and that's it. They don't get back up. And a lot of times people say it's that unexpected death that gets them. But we must realize that that's a part of this world. It's the unexpected death. Because sometimes death doesn't come with a warning sign. We would all like to know, yes, when a loved one is about to leave. But in this life, it just doesn't happen that way. That's why we're called not to take people for granted. That's why we're called to always treat people right. And we always must be pleasing in God's sight. See, some woman, just like some man, some woman lost her husband. Some man lost his wife. But the main thing that we do, we take people for granted. We take people for granted because they're not sick. They're not on their sick bed. See, we always take for granted thinking that people have more time than they do. A parent could have very well took their child for granted, thinking that their child was going to always be here. See, we live in a time where I'm sure that every parent wants their child to bury them. But now we're living in a time where, guess what? Parents are burying their children. And that's just the way that it is. We're called to let grudges go. Let unforgiveness go. Let bitterness go. Because very well, you don't know when that person is going to leave that world. And when the person leaves that world, a lot of people, that hurts them. You know why? Because that person left this world and they never forgave that person. This person left that world and this person was calling them. This person was trying to reach out to them, but they never picked up the phone. Some woman is going through it because you know why? She talked bad to her husband and her husband died. A man is going through it because he said something bad to his wife, or he treated his wife bad and his wife is gone from this world and he never thought she would be gone. It's time for us to have a reality check, and it's time for us to get real. People don't have to be sick to die. I don't have to be sick to die. My family don't have to be sick to die. You don't have to be sick to die, and your family don't have to be sick to die. When it's said and done, when it's your time, you have to leave this world, and you must leave this world point blank. Everybody got a ticket in their hand, and in their hand, it's their name, it's their date, and it's their time that they're called to exit this world. I have a ticket. You have a ticket. My friends have a ticket. Your friends have a ticket, just like my family have a ticket and your family members have a ticket. Everybody has a time that we're called to leave this world. And guess what? Everybody is not going to be sick to leave this world. Think about it on today, what things that you could do better with loved ones in your life. What could you do better with your friends, with coworkers, with your children? Treat people right. Don't take people for granted, because one day we all gonna leave here. And when people are gone, you can't bury them back up and say, I'm sorry. You can't bury them back up and say, let me pick up the telephone. Let me go check on them. Let me see what they want. Why didn't I talk to them better? Why didn't I treat them better? Take advantage of the days that we're given. We have to start doing what's right. We must treat people right. We must live right. And most importantly of all, we must be pleasing in God's sight. So think about it on today. And if you need help, go to God and say, God, help me. Help me get rid of anything out of my heart that's not like you. So when your eyes close, you know you'll be greeted by God and you will not have to depart from him. So always remember my closing. Self-examination is the best examination, and Jesus Christ is Lord, and he's all we have. Have a great rest of the day.